With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Mike 10, Mike 10. It's our time. It's our time.
On 52.
10's the mic. 10's the mic. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Hey, we got Mike 10 right there.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Ballage. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. 23 yards, the final tally. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. They'll run here with Ballage. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 10.
I got you, boy.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Myers' kick is good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Got it.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. 3 buttons.
There.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt, twisting away. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
You get like me. You get.
Hey, wahoo.
54. Mike 54.
Get it.
2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll start with a give here to Balaj. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and that'll make it 3rd down.
You just watch 88 over there. Just watch 88.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that will be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. And a nice pickup as this one gets them to the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to punt the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Here I come again. Here I come again.
Hey, Haywood.
He'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Come on.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
2nd and 11. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. They'll look to throw, and the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. Jadeveon Clowney, his 2nd sack of the night. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Now a hit and a loose football. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, it's Hunt. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. A good pickup there, a 22.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Chicago.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Right there.
Back to throw. And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
Check 31. Check 31.
Hey, Sue.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Yo, go, go. Go. Hey, box truck.
Mike 54. Mike 50.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Bears have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And thee coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Check.
They run it with Balaj. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
56 to Mike, boys.
Allen now on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Mike 10, 19. Mike 10, Mike 10. You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Over the middle, complete. That's Ward. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 19. The Texans with a first opportunity now from the red zone. 1st and 10 at the 19.
Alert! 60 to go.
From the gun, it's Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Texans have retaken the lead.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, Charlie. Check right 54. Right 54. Stay with your man. Let's go.
On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he completes it to Hunt. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into 1st down and then some. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a handoff here to his running back. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
The tackle made by Jayon Brown.
2 minutes remaining in the 1st half. 10-7, our score. A reminder coming up at halftime, it's the season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman, in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the action coming up this opening weekend. And of course, we'll also take a look back at this 1st half. 2nd and 5. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to hold that one in.
They're going to look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. And his kick is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Going right side here, and that's complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Let's go. Let flow, let flow, let flow.
And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Looking deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Credit that breakup to Greedy Williams.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. On play action, Allen. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now this time he'll look to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Time here for likely 1 play, and then these 2 teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot downfield. Nope. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game will just start all over.
So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Got a man open. It's Ross. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
30 base. 54.
This is Hunt on the draw play. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play. It was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
They'll look to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14.
Check.
Again, it's Balaj. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. He's got a man. Complete. A big-time play there for the Texans. 47 yards. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. On play action, Allen. He finds Kalen Balaj, his running back. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Check. Motion to backfield. Motion to the
Pass. Mike 10 right here, guys. Mike 10. I'm
Hey, high 7.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. 7 yards on the quick slant and a 1st down.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
Allen's throw is complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. They'll stay on the ground. Barrage again. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to regain the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams pick.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks them up.
And avoids the turnover. They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
You better be afraid of me. Hey, Haywood. Check. Watch what he for. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
2nd and 6. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 27 yards there, a 1st down. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 18-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Second and 9 now. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Right there.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. That's going to be caught. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. John Ross, 27 yards, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good, and an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. 17-17 the score, all even to this point as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. Taking it in. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time. So into Bear territory now. This is first and 10 at the 26-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 9-yard touchdown run as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Bombers, 22-jet bomber. Hey, orbit.
Now back to throw. Open man is Ross, complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Chicago. John Ross, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
10's the mic. 10's the mic.
Go.
Double.
Here, 152.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
They run again with Hunt. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Bravo.
They'll set up a throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
The tackle made back at the 47-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, Zoo.
Allen off the play fake. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on third and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
Back to throw. Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Figuring they're going for it on fourth down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you talk about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
On the ready.
They'll run on first down. Hunt. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check.
Hey.
Alert 3. Watch safety creeping.
Now.
Big Ed.
Deep grip.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down.
Watch the whip.
Ready.
On third down, here's Hunt. And he's taken down inside the 30. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
I'm going to come back to you.
Hit it.
The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee.
Here we go. 90 Wolf.
Here's the party now.
5.
The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee.
A loss of a yard on the play. And it's third down.
Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather.